Hey y'all, welcome back to season 2, episode 5 of the Now Girl podcast. If you're new here, I'm your co-host Lauren, and Denny. It's kind of weird because y'all see her beside me. So Denny's on the other side of the screen, but she's beside me. Denny, say what's up. Say hey to the people.
Listen, y'all, bear with us, y'all. If you haven't noticed by now, so if you are watching us and you see us, that means you're either on YouTube or on Spotify. But if you are listening to us and you don't know what I'm talking about, we are now doing visual episodes, y'all. So it's gonna take us some getting used to. So bear with us, okay? We're a little awkward too, so just bear with us. Bear with us. But yes, girl. It's been a while since we recorded an episode too, y'all. So that's another thing.
Blame work. I will say,
Literally.
I don't know about you, but this week has been one of them type weeks. It's my last. No, I won't say it's my last, but it's like my last week of school.
It is.
And I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm not. Well, I am happy. Let me take that back. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of them like you got to get everything done by this time. If it's not done, then there's a
Yeah.
problem. Blah blah blah. It's just so much. You got to make sure grades are due. It's just busy, 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 busy. Up until tomorrow at 1 when everything is due. And girl, I feel like I've done nothing.
You won't get it done though. You can get it done. Okay.
I ain't
Some
got no
people just
choice.
work better under pressure anyway.
Girl, I ain't got no choice.
So listen, my week has been pretty productive, I will say, because I've been struggling with my productivity.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I got that word.
You girl, I'm
So
scared.
yeah, it's been pretty productive though. I've been,
That's
doing my
good.
thing, child, doing my thing. But girl, tell them what we starting our episode out with today.
Well, so today, Denny is going to introduce the Nagra moment of the week. We got a couple of them. If you've been keeping up with the media or social media over the past couple of days, there's been a lot of stuff happening. But Denny gonna touch on that. So go ahead, girl.
Yeah, y'all know what it is. Remember, these moments are moments throughout the week that make us say, "No, girl," or "Girl," or "Girl, what?" All that. So the first one we got to start the show out with this. R.I.P. Tina Turner, man.
Tina.
Me
Girl.
and Lauren literally was on the phone yesterday when the news broke.
I said, girl,
So
she
it
died.
was just like I was like, "Turn, she really died."
Girl,
But what's cracking me up, listen, us as a people, us as black people, we don't take nothing serious because
Not
the
at all.
tweets, the memes, everything that I have been seeing, I've been cracking up and I've been feeling so bad.
Well, girl, I guess I ain't seen them. I've seen this stuff where they're like, "Oh, she's finally at peace." I've been seeing all of that. Girl, you ain't been
Girl,
seeing them.
I've been seeing. They said she rolling in the deep now. Something, and then somebody
No,
was talking about Lord, not Tina, and then you know how
those
things
have
be.
been
It
cutting
was
up,
I seen this one
cutting
TikTok.
up.
I'm gonna send it to you. She was singing, and she was singing like a church song, but she was doing Tina's, Tina's song when she was like rolling, rolling. I
Yeah,
don't know what the name of it is, but and she was like,
rolling on
she was
the
like,
river.
is that the real word? Is that the real
I,
name of
I
it?
don't think it is. I'm gonna look it up, but it's
Because no,
hold on.
people be saying
It
the name of
no,
the
it's
song. No,
Proud Mary. It's Proud Mary.
I thought so. I was like, it ain't rolling. It ain't
But this
nothing
is
with rolling in
I
it.
keep on thinking every time I hear rolling, I think of Rolling Ray. So like I can't. I
Oh,
can't.
all right. Not Rolling Ray.
I don't know
That's
why,
not the
but
first thing that comes to my mind when I think rolling.
when I hear rolling,
I,
that's just the first thing.
I mean, I think of like rolling in the deep, Adele.
Adele.
But
She's not the
yeah.
first person doing this. But yes, child. I've seen all the stuff explaining that she had like a she was married before she died. She finally found peace. It was a younger man. Apparently she was
Yeah.
in like kidney failure. And she
Yeah,
was
I saw that.
explaining she was explaining like
Because he
how
gave her a kidney. He gave
yes,
her
a
one of his
kidney.
kidneys.
And they were like, y'all, her man really loved her. I said, period.
They loved
In
her
her last
down.
days. In her
They was
last
like, y'all keep
days.
talking about Ike, her and Ike being divorced.
Hmm.
But it's like you just can't think about Tina Turner without Ike.
Exactly.
Like
Girl.
even though that's a lot there, but y'all,
Girl.
the first thing I
Funny
thought
story.
about
Girl, I
was
gotta tell
the
you a funny
movie.
story. You gonna laugh.
Which
You gonna laugh. Girl, my aunt, well, It's my uncle and his ex-wife. Girl,
Mhm.
they went to a Halloween party dressed as Ike and Tina. I don't know why, y'all. I'm not sure because if y'all seen the movie and if y'all have read the tabloids and everything else, you know they was not the couple to be dressing as. But
No, a lot of
girl,
people do though. A lot of people
they
do.
do. They do. But girl, I remember that night because I think it was like the first time I had Facebook. I was younger. And they were like, yes, we're dressed up as Ick and Tina. So every time I think of
Ick.
Ike, Ick, they spelled it Ick and Tina Turner.
Oh my, not
So I
ick.
be like, Ick. So they spell it she literally put it on Facebook and spelled it ICK. I said Ick
All
and Tina.
right.
So
Ick
every
and
time
Tina
now,
it
so
is.
me and my sister call them Ick and Tina, but even though they're not together, they still Ick and Tina. Look at
Listen.
Ick.
And then y'all,
Look at
I don't know
Ick.
if y'all is like us, but
Angela
like in
Bassett.
my brain, I know Angela Bassett is not Tina Turner. Like I personally, I know
I
that.
thought she was.
But it like she played that role so good
And I
to
feel
make
like,
people think that they think that she Tina
yep.
Turner.
But I feel like in that day and time, and too, we were kids. We didn't understand documentaries. We thought, what I'm saying? We didn't understand. It was just this was like she was showing her life. I was like, oh, dang, Tina Turner went through all this and doing it again. I
She,
said,
I
that's
like
brave.
read somewhere like she was like her she was happy kind of, but she
Mm-hmm.
I
They
saw a
said
clip when she
basically
was like nothing in her life was happy.
was
Something about her
happy.
past, and like, I'm like, darn, we over here talking
Yeah.
about some I can Tina eat the cake anime because that's my
He
favorite
can't
line
get
from
it
the
back.
movie, and she over here going through real. I'm like, we got to do better. But this is before you realize stuff like, but yeah, y'all, R.I.P. to her.
Yes.
Okay, a
But
legend.
I
We love
do
her.
I do appreciate what she said about Angela. Apparently she said they had like a last conversation. She was like she was thanking her for portraying her in the way that she did because like in that movie you realize that Tina Turner was a very strong, passionate woman. Like and she told
Right,
her, she said, you didn't act like me, you bought out your inner Tina. I said, dang. Like,
literally, and
like in some movies
Angela
people get
should have
upset.
got an Oscar for that role.
She
Okay,
should. I don't understand how she did. But
right.
I ain't on the committee.
But yeah, y'all. Rest in peace. I mean, I said rest in peace.
Rest. You said that last night. Rest IP. Tina Turner.
Rest in peace. Rip. R.I.P. y'all. But okay, the next no girl moment of the week is the freaking Color Purple trailer dropping a couple days ago. And listen, y'all, The Color Purple is a movie that is near and dear to me and Lauren's heart. I call it our best friend movie because it was literally one of the first movies we ever watched together, and we quote it all the time. And I'm hyped. Okay, I text Lauren. I sent her the TikTok. I said, "Listen, we going to." I put it in all caps. I said, "We're going to see this." I haven't
Girl.
been to the movies in so long, but we're going to see this. Okay. And I seen a
Me
TikTok. Oprah
too.
said, "Get your purple ready." She was like, "Get your purple." I'm like,
Goodbye.
"I'm gonna get my purple." Oh my god, I saw a meme. You remember? I don't know if you seen it. Summer Walker when she had on like that all white outfit, but it looked very much slavish.
Mm-hmm.
And people was calling her a slave, like this shit like a slave. But somebody was like, "This is how I'm gonna show up to the movies watching Color Purple." If y'all know what I'm talking about, then y'all get the reference. But her outfit, and I was like,
Why?
"Listen, I'm already sold. The trailer got me. The cast got me. Everything got me." Now Laura, on the other hand, she's not as excited as me, and I
I'm
really don't know
not.
why.
I'm not. I guess I'm one of the people don't touch the classics. Like that is a classic movie.
Oh my god.
I'll be excited to see how it comes out, but I'm skeptical because I don't know. I guess I'm partial to the girl who was her name. Actually, I gotta look it up. It's Cynthia. I forget her last name, but she did. You ever watch the Broadway play? She's the one that be sing girl. She be singing her little heart out. I don't know her last name. I
Hmm.
can't pronounce it. I think it might be like Arivo or something like that.
Is
I
that the
don't
one to
know.
play Harriet in the
Yes,
movie Harriet? You
yes,
know, a lot
girl.
of people don't like her, child.
For what?
Girl, because she's British. And
Yeah,
she would say, I don't know, I can't really quote the particular, but I do know that some black people do not like her or mess with her because she said something about African Americans. I forgot exactly what
girl.
what it
I
was
feel
she
like
said. If y'all know,
girl.
like, let us know and I might look it
But
up. But she said something. But yeah,
girl, first of all, that I really want to see Color Purple on Broadway. First of all, that's probably
I
one
did
of the things I
too.
want to do. But I don't know. I guess I just prefer her. I'm a little nervous about Fantasia. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm a little nervous about Fantasia. But other than that, the cast, I feel like when you pack like the cast with so many people, like with so many people that we all know, I don't know, it just gets so scary for me. Like it's like names, you got her up in there, Taraji P. Henson. I'm sorry, not her, because her said when she's acting, her name is Gabrielle at that point. Is it Gabrielle or Gabriella?
Something like that. One of them.
I think it's Gabrielle because her and my
I think
sister.
it's
Yeah,
Gabby. Yeah, I don't know.
I think so. But she was
But
basically
see,
saying like when she acted, she wants to go by her real name, and when she's
mm,
singing, she going by her. And girl,
mm,
I ain't gonna hold you. She had them glasses on for too long because they showed a clip of her in the movie. I said, "Who is that?" I said, "Oh, that's her." I said,
oh my god.
"Who is that?" Because they were
I
like,
see.
"Her."
I'm different though. Like I
I don't.
like when movies have a star-studded cast. Like
Let me
I
see.
love it. I'll be like so hyped and excited.
It's Gabriella Wilson. But girl, I
I'm
don't know. I feel like
excited.
I just bust out laughing because I'm like, they're popping up who's on. Like you just imagine, you see her face in a bonnet, and like the
Hmm.
bonnet, her hair went out. It's just a bonnet, and it says her. I said, her who? Who was her? Then I was like, oh, that's a singer.
Oh my
Her.
gosh, yeah.
I
I'm
said,
looking
her
forward to
who?
it. She might not be excited, but she's going to the movies, and we're going, and I'm gonna blog our
Girl,
experience going to the movies because we're gonna go see
girl.
it. That's our movie, and you know
I'm
that.
just, I'm just a tad bit skeptical.
And you're
I'll be
not
one of
matching my
those.
excitement. I've noticed every movie you're always skeptical.
I
I
am.
have never seen you be like, "Oh, I'm ready to see this movie," ever.
That is.
And
I
me
mean,
and
I
Liz,
really
I'm
want to see
hyped
Little
about it.
Mermaid. I'm kind of excited about Little Mermaid. I ain't gonna hold you. I
Oh
think
my
it's cute.
gosh!
I just think that all the little girls dressing up and like looking up to Halle in that role is just really cute.
Right,
That's the
right,
part
and
that makes
that's
me excited.
yeah, that's
You
where we're
know,
going next, actually.
girl,
But yeah,
you
y'all.
know,
Before we get
segue.
there, let us know if y'all gonna go see The Color Purple, and it comes out Christmas Day. We'll probably
Christmas
go
Day.
sometime. We not going on
Oh,
Christmas
you
Day though.
ain't go today.
We ain't going the day, but we gonna
Mm-mm.
go. We gonna
Y'all see
go
this?
sometime or another. But let us know if y'all are excited for it. Do you think it's gonna be good? Do you not think it's gonna be good? Whatever, whatever. But I'm excited, and the trailer. Mm, 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 mm. But going to another
Girl,
movie. As we what's today?
it's the
Oh, it comes
25th
out tomorrow.
tomorrow.
So the Little Mermaid comes out
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow in theaters. I don't really know when it comes to Disney Plus, so I'm gonna wait to
That's
watch
a
it
good
on Disney
question.
Plus. Like I said, I don't be going to, I haven't went to the movies since the last time we went to the movies. I believe that was in 2019.
Girl, we went and saw.
Just how mer no, not how mercy.
It
Just
was
mercy.
Mercy. Mercy.
Just mercy. Just mercy.
Was it just Mercy?
With Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx. Oh
Oh
shame.
yes, it was. That was a good movie.
It was a really good movie. But yeah,
Please stay on
I'm really
the.
excited to see like my brain, but the only thing I will say is my brain is trying to process a live action Little Mermaid. Like when they do these live action and these new
Oh, girl,
adaptations of movies.
it's coming to Disney Plus
When?
on the July 8th. So they're giving a full month in theaters.
Okay.
That's not that short. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dang.
But
Oh,
y'all,
actually, I lied.
if y'all see me keep doing
I
this,
don't know
y'all,
when
my
it
hair
comes.
is like it's
Y'all,
irking
let me
me.
tell y'all, she has brushed her hair
I did.
for, like, I mean, not even for. Since the time we've been on the phone before this, she has brushed it and
Probably
brushed
about
it
40
and
times.
brushed it
Cause it
and
be like
brushed it
I don't know, y'all.
and brushed it
It
and
don't
brushed
even
it to the
right.
right, then flipped it and brushed it to the
Cause
left.
I didn't flat out in little pieces. It's like okay,
And then she
back
brushed
to it.
it back, and then
That's
she
what we're
brushed
doing.
it this way and brushed it that
You're just gonna
way.
expose me to the people.
I'm just saying, you was brushing. Yeah, I told her at one point I
God,
had to come in there and take the brush. Okay. I was like, great,
you know what?
dang.
Whatever. But anyway, y'all. Yeah, I'm excited about that. So I'll definitely will see that once it comes to Disney Plus. Like I
Mhm.
said, it just makes it's weird seeing like live action movies like when they did Aladdin, I was like weirded out. Not
Girl,
like
I
in a bad
love
way,
that
but
one.
I
I
loved it though. It
loved
was
it.
good. But I'm like,
What other one came out like right after that? There's
I
another
don't
live action,
know.
wasn't it?
The Lion King.
Yeah, that one.
I liked it, but it's like weird.
Mm.
It was like it's weird seeing the cartoons that you grew up with and like the movies that you grew up with
Girl,
being like, So
yeah, I feel like the Lion King was a little weird because like
it
that one
definitely
was
was
weird.
weird.
That one was weird. Like now I could see the way they did Aladdin with it, like all the colors and stuff that made it pop. Now that was like, okay, that's pretty good. Like, wow. But Lion King, I was like, this is a little sketch.
I liked it. I'm just we not we are technically we call ourselves millennials, y'all, because
Mhm.
we is technically Gen Z.
But
Like we're the oldest Gen Z.
we're like the
And we'll
first,
be the youngest millennial, but we're
yeah.
more millennial than
Like
Gen Z
when we
because
can really start remembering stuff would probably be like 2000. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which would probably be
yeah,
make us more Gen Z, but it was born in the millennial age. So like we're in the age gap where everything was being phased out and stuff was being brought in. So
we've
we can
experienced both.
yeah,
We
so
experienced
we would
both.
literally be like we could literally tell our kids like we remember holding the first iPhone or something crazy like that. Like, that
Yeah,
would
I
be
remember like I had the iPhone 5. That was my first one, and then
yeah,
I had a flip phone too.
yeah. Like I remember having a little
So
slide up phone and then I turned into
yes,
an iPhone. Like, I had all that stuff. Like my
right.
older cousins can't say that. They'd be like, "Oh, I had a flip phone, slide phone all the way up to where I was 20. And then when I was 30,
Yeah,
iPhones." We get to say that no, I was 11.
we got
Okay.
iPhone started becoming really popping when we were in
When we
about
was in high
ninth
school, middle
grade,
school?
going
Yeah.
into 10th.
Yeah. Because I remember the first girl who had one, and you know her, but
Mm-hmm.
you weren't at the school at the time, but she had
Mm-hmm.
one. Everybody was like, "Dad, what is that?" And it was ugly at first, y'all. They was real
Yeah.
ugly. And nobody wanted them.
Yeah,
But
I
now
didn't get
look
one
at
till the 5. Right. Everybody got flip phone.
now look everybody got that phone.
But yeah, let's move on because y'all know how we get. We can go on a rant and ramble and about everything. But yes, excited for the color purple. Excited to see the Little Mermaid. But yeah, y'all. So transitioning out of the now girl moment of the week, well, the now girl moments of the week, we're gonna
Mhm.
get into our what's the tea segment. So Lauren, tell them first of all what's the tea, and tell them what our question is on this week.
Okay. So the what's the tea little questionnaire that we have, it's just us asking you a little question that might be like little hot topics that you would discuss with your friends, you would discuss with maybe like you see it like on Instagram, they have like a little poll what you decide. This week, our question kind of correlates or coincides with our topic for the week. Okay. Our question
Mhm.
is, do you forgive easily or do you hold grudges? So, Denny, you already got your lips all twisted up. Go ahead. Go on ahead.
Okay. I would like to say that I forgive easily because
Mm-hmm.
I think that I do. I feel like, I don't know. I forgive easily, I think, but I don't think I hold grudges though. I just think I forgive but I don't forget.
Yeah, I'm about to say I
So like
forgive.
sometimes when I'm like thinking about a situation or something triggers me to think about that situation, I be mad. But I'm
I
not like walking around on a daily mad. Like I don't think I hold grudges, but I won't forget to save my
I
life.
feel like I think we're the same, but I think we're different at the same point
Mm.
of where you may not let it affect you from day to day, but I will say this. It takes me a while to forgive. You get what I'm saying? So like
Mhm.
I'm not like if it's something small, I'll be like, okay, yeah, whatever, cool. Move on, don't even worry about it. I'm one of those people that's gonna be like, oh, so you meant to do that. And I harp on it for a couple of days, and then I'll be like, all right, whatever. Like it takes me a little bit to
Mhm.
get over. I'm not I literally think I had to convince myself in order to kind of like relax and move on from the
Yeah.
situation. I wouldn't say that I hold a grudge, but like you said, I won't forget what happened, but I'm not going to hold it against you. I'll still know how to act around you, but I'll move different accordingly. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a it's a I hate you type thing, or like I won't ever talk to you. It's just one of those awkward situations that we put that you or I put ourselves in there. So you know.
I don't know, cause I do think like I'm naturally a forgiving person in general,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of stuff, you know me, I let a lot of stuff slide, and I don't say nothing in general.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it do get to a point where things hit the fan, I be a little
Mm-hmm.
upset. But you know me, see, I carp. Oh my lord, I can't say this word.
Part
Carp,
compartmentalize,
carp.
compartmentalize, compartmentalize,
I
compartmentalize.
compartmentalize
Girl,
a
have
lot.
you seen that TikTok where it? I gotta send it to you. It was this one girl talking. It was her friend trying to say a word. And she's like, it was me and you.
For real,
I'm
cause
sorry.
I be like,
You were like,
I know the word.
what did she
I know the
say?
word.
It was when she goes, mm-mm, and she spelled it out. Was like, oh yeah, you saying it right. I gotta find it. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I get what you're
But
saying. Like
I
you gotta break it down.
compartment.
Compartmentalize. We're gonna skip
I
over that word.
compartmentalize. I gotta slow down. I be talking too fast. It's the
Mm-hmm.
southern in me. I just talk fast, and then all the words just jumping together. But I do that a lot.
I'm used to stop saying that.
Compartmentalize.
Mm-hmm.
Because
You
when
gotta
I
find
say
it.
it
Tell me
fast, I
again.
can't say it. Compartmentalize.
Side eye.
I compartmentalize a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the times I be telling myself that I forgave somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't forgive, but I be like, I'm healed. I'm past that. That's that. But then I get triggered easily. Not easily, but you know me. Start like I got triggered
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks ago
Mm-hmm.
about an old situation, and they do bring up my feelings, and
Mm-hmm.
I be telling myself that I'm over it. And I do truly think that I'm over it. It's just certain times it gets to me. But I don't deal most of the time I don't deal with stuff right then and there. It takes me a
Mm-hmm.
while to deal with it. But I
Girl,
don't think about it on a daily.
now,
I only think about it when it's like,
now you know how
you
I
know.
am. I'm very much the opposite. All right, you do me wrong one time, I'm out. There's no like
Right.
my parents will be tell me all the time like you need to stop doing that to people. I'm like, what? What am I? What am I gonna do?
Listen.
What am I benefiting from? Like Lily Mom's like you need to start like you know,
Mm-hmm.
relaxing and like just kind of moving on, forgetting what happened. I'm like, I do forget what happened, but she's like, forget what happened, not to where you never talk to the person ever again.
See,
Because
but
look,
see, I'm like that too. Like, but I don't just for the most part. I
mm-hmm,
don't do it immediately because
mm-hmm,
sometimes I have to check my own self and be like, "You tripping? Like, yep, that was a little bit too much. Like, don't think like that, or like they didn't really mean it like that. Like, you might be tripping." But when it's a situation where it's thing after thing after thing after thing, that's when I'm like, "We done,
mm-hmm.
we out." And
Girl,
then it really
I
depends on
be
who it is. If I'm close to you, then I will continue to kind of let things slide a little bit.
mm-hmm,
But if I'm not that close to you and you something to me, okay, we done with this. But I don't really think that I hold grudges, but I can't sit here and say that I never get upset or triggered by old situations because I still do.
mm-hmm,
But I don't like it's not something I think about on a daily basis. Like I'm going around thinking about, ooh, it's like something happens and I think about the situation and I'm like, ooh, but after like 5 minutes I'm back to normal and I'm over it. So I do think that I forgive in my own way because that is what the Lord wants us to do. And that's the
mm-hmm.
best thing for us to do is to forgive. People say forgive and forget. I forgive, but I'm not forgetting anything.
Mm-mm.
Okay?
I can't do that. I'm sorry.
But
It's
I
just
don't
I
say
don't know.
I don't think I wouldn't necessarily classify me as holding grudges either because I don't really.
It's not a crush. It's just like a one of those like I get to the point where like, okay, that happened. It sucks. Because I think in middle school, I don't know, something happened. I forgot what happened. But I had to come to a point where like, that hurt. It sucks. Okay, I'll move on, I'm done. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's kind of where that wall got built up from. But you know, that's a therapy session. But
Not a therapy session,
that's a
sure.
therapy. That's a therapy session. But you
It's
know,
a
like
little.
relationships, I feel like relationships sometimes, and friendships, relationships, they all have like the same thing. You go through ups and downs. You go through trials and tribulations. It's a lot of trial and error with friendships that you can never like settle down, figure out. Some friendships are rocky. Some friends you don't talk to for a couple of months and you get back together and you
Mm-hmm.
best friends and you don't talk again for a little bit. I mean, you know, everybody has their thing. But I feel like sometimes with relationships and with friendships, you have to learn how to set like healthy boundaries and you have to learn how to set
Mm-hmm.
just like hard nose, a set of rules. There has to be some type of, all right, girl, like we can joke, but we can't go that far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's how feelings get hurt. That's what I tell my students that
Yes.
all the time. I'm like, now listen, y'all up here joking until somebody's feelings get hurt, then somebody start to swinging, and then we got a problem.
Right. Right. Listen, me and Boundaries are besties now.
And
Now, before
crazy.
I didn't know her. I didn't know her. But now I know her. I
Mm-hmm.
know her well. Okay. But yeah, y'all. Boundaries is our main topic for today. Like, we're gonna talk about setting boundaries, why you should set boundaries, have we set boundaries, and all the in between. So Lauren, I'm gonna ask you first. Do you think in your friendships,
Mm-hmm.
past or present, do you think you have set boundaries within those relationships at all?
I do. I think I set more of a. I have like a. I even thought about this today because I was like, dang, I have like a. I categorized my people in my life. I ain't gonna hold you. I do that a lot. Like I have a work group of friends. They know about me from 7 o'clock till 2 o'clock. They don't know nothing about me after that. You not learning nothing about that because we just
Mm-hmm.
here for work. We're not here to learn about
Mm-hmm.
anything else. Okay. If you would like to learn more, then that's a different. We got to see eye
Listen
to
to
eye
my
on stuff like that.
podcast.
You know
How
what I'm
about
saying?
that?
Like,
Listen to the
you know,
podcast.
it's just like, there's other things. There's some things I don't like to talk to people about. There's some things
Mm-hmm.
family wise that you kind of like, oh hey, how you doing? Um,
Mm-hmm.
Friendship wise, there's some things not to touch, and then there's some things that you just don't bring up for certain reasons. But there's it's healthy. I think that it's a. I wouldn't say I have a, cause y'all I ain't gonna hold you. I've had the same friends a long amount of time, so like, I don't tell y'all
Mm-hmm.
all that one. So like,
Mm-hmm.
I guess like if I were to meet a new friend now, it would kind of be like it would be different because I'm in
Mm-hmm.
a different headspace. It wouldn't be that I'm a child anymore. It would be an adult friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I
Yeah.
kind of be interested. What you think? Because girl,
Listen,
you
I
got
was
tests, several tests. You know what I'm saying? You know what
yes,
I'm saying? You got to get
y'all.
several tests in order to become a good
Listen.
friend.
So for me personally, I do not think that I have ever in my life set boundaries the way that I should have until recently.
Mm,
Because when you're younger though, like even when you're in college, it's just certain things you don't think about. And I was
mm.
telling Lauren like the other week, like, so we're 25 now. We're gonna be 26, but we're 25, and
You get ready to be 26.
you're literally right behind me.
I'm not.
Same year.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
she
not.
finna be 22. But
She gonna be 26
for
first.
women at 25, your front,
Hmm.
I think it's your frontal lobe and your
Yes, it don't
brain
develop. Girl, I teach it to the
fully
kids. I be
develops,
like,
right?
I'm like,
And
y'all.
I'm
I
like,
live. Girl, I tell my kids all the time. I'm like, y'all, my frontal lobe just developed, so
right?
I
It's
can think
crazy. Like,
rationally.
it's crazy. Like, if y'all are 25, you just turned 25, or
Your
like
frontal
y'all
lobe,
26,
you finally
yeah, and
have
if you're a
unlocked
woman,
all
first of
parts
all,
of
if
your
you're a
brain.
woman, if you're a
Yeah,
woman, this is
you
for women
finally have
only.
unlocked all the parts of your brain.
If you felt like a change in you when you turn 25, that is the likely culprit right there. Because when I tell you that my brain switched and my brain was starting to think differently after I went through a certain situation last year.
Hmm.
And from then, like my perspective on a lot of stuff has changed. So I do
Hmm.
not think I was setting healthy boundaries before then.
Hmm.
Never occurred to me. My whole thing was I wanted to be the best friend that I could be to people and the best
Yeah.
person that I
Well,
could
see.
be to my family. And like this the best I wanted to be the best person all around. Like I'm, you know me, I'm a very loyal
Mhm.
individual and I take that really really seriously. So I pride myself in being loyal to my friends and being
Yeah.
there for my friends as much as I can. But once I graduated from college and I started getting into real life, and then once I got pregnant, I realized like my eyes was open to like, okay, you can be all these for everybody, but you got to
Hmm.
save something for yourself, you know. And now at the time I was becoming a mom, like my main priority in my life now is my son. So I got to make sure that I got energy for him. He gets most of my energy than anybody in the world. So once I had him and, you know, you know the situation. The
Mm-hmm.
certain situations I went through, I was key on setting boundaries from here on out because I was like, I don't want people to continue to take advantage of me because people have done that. And I don't want to keep feeling like I don't have nothing left for myself at the end of the day. So I definitely have not ever set healthy boundaries until now.
Mm-hmm.
I would say last year and a half.
Okay.
And now I have the insight of setting boundaries. So when I go into new friendships and
Mm-hmm.
meet new people, I know like boundaries to set. And like you, like
Mm-hmm.
I thought in my brain, I thought I had like not that word. Lord,
There
that's a
you go.
difficult word for me today. Like I had like certain friends for certain things and certain this and certain that.
Mm-hmm.
I did, but even in that, I was not setting boundaries either. Like
Mm-hmm.
that just wasn't something I did. And I think
I
really
feel
what
like
it is, I don't know what it was. I just
I
did.
I feel like at a point too, I can say I'm I was a very well, I still am. I'm very closed off. Like there's a lot of stuff I don't let people know. Like I'm a very
Mm-hmm.
much you get access. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
find because I don't know. I've quickly realized I guess even like when I even in high school I couldn't tell everybody everything and I didn't want to tell everybody everything because
Mm-hmm.
like it was just why? Because first of all, I'm a very private person. You're not gonna find out any of my business unless I come to you and personally tell you. Uh, that's different. I've always been
For
like
sure.
that. I don't know. I don't know why. Um, I don't know. I just don't like everybody know my business, and because I feel like people are nosy. And I went to a school. I went to a school where everybody was nosy, and stuff got spread quickly. So I knew to keep my mouth shut. And I still
Mm-hmm.
I still act on that stuff to where I won't say anything to anybody. I don't know. It's just I don't know if it was for me if I could say it's boundaries as much as it is of past hurt to know to turn myself like when to say something, when
Mm-hmm.
not to say something. So,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, you know, mm, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'm see with me though, like I'm closed off to a certain extent. I'm only
Mhm.
closed off to the people that don't know me for real.
Mhm.
Like I'm a weird person and a weird personality because I'm two things, and I don't know if you can be two at the same time, but I am. It makes sense
Mhm.
to me. I'm
Okay.
closed off, but I'm also very open. So what I
Mhm.
mean by that is certain things I will share
Certain things I will tell you, but
with any
other
like
things,
if we having a conversation, like if we went on another podcast and they asking us questions
uh-huh.
about our life or certain things, it's certain parts that I definitely would share because open my open book part of me now. There's certain things that
Mhm.
I won't share, and with my friendships, when I'm friends with somebody, it takes me a while to trust people too. But
Mhm.
once people gain my trust, then I'm more open. But I'm also
Mhm.
just a person that I can be really open with you, but I'm not gonna tell you every little detail about me because my mama said don't do that, and I ain't never done that. Now I ain't never done that. Now I might have done a lot of other things, but that is not
That
one
was
of
not
them.
one of
Like
them.
I will
Oh my
actually,
gosh.
with you, we've been friends for a long time, so we share things about ourselves, but we don't share every little detail about what we go through all the time because
Mhm.
that's just the way me and you are set up and operate.
Ow. Yeah.
But for
Sorry.
me,
I
it
had to
was
piss.
more like me doing so much for other people and people
Yeah.
not doing the same for me. And I
Yeah.
didn't realize it though. I didn't realize it. So I'm just going about life like, yes, they my friends, they my friends, they my friends. But in reality,
Mhm.
they might have thought they was my friend. They might was kind of my friends, but they wasn't really my friends for a lot of
I don't
different
know.
reasons.
I
And
don't know.
yeah, boundaries are
I feel
just
like
something you need.
I just feel like I don't know. Like like I said, I compartmentalize my life and I compartmentalize my friends and where I see them. Like, ow, my finger. Um, I have a friend who I know. Ooh, I'm sorry. Everything is killing me. But like I have friends who I know I can go this for this. I know I can't bring certain situations to another person. Like like I'm one of those type
Mm-hmm.
of people where like I'll strategize where I want to do like where I plan things out. Like I guess
Mm-hmm.
this is how I am. So I like I said, I don't know really if I could say that I set boundaries as more I could say that it's past hurt that caused me to set like a firm wall of you not getting past here unless I could see a friendship or something like benefiting because like I just don't. I don't know. Everybody,
Mm-hmm.
everybody ain't your friend.
Listen.
Everybody ain't your friend.
Everybody ain't your friend. And it's crazy because we've been talking about this topic for a couple of days, but leading up to this, I have seen so many like confirmation messages and just stuff because I saw this one TikTok and he was preaching and he was talking about how you really know when people are your true friend when y'all can
Uh-huh.
have a disagreement or an argument or something and y'all still remain friends or y'all can like get over it or like whatever, but people that's so quick to cut you off, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about friends that you have history with, not just somebody you know for like a month or two. Like
Yeah.
I'm that's
Like
it,
not
that's
one of
like
them. I consider like when I say like I cut people off, it's like one of those we had a quick conversation and you said something like I didn't agree with. You know what I'm saying? Like and like
yeah,
you won't budge off of that topic. So I'm like,
yeah.
okay, that's
Yeah, like
okay.
I said, I'm more inclined to kind of distance myself and cut people off more when I might not know them or as well they're like newly. But I mean, people that like it's for example, it would be like us having an argument, right?
Mm-hmm.
And me and you've been friends for what 8 years almost.
Mm-hmm.
8 years. It's
Fact.
been eight.
Yeah.
It's been eight. So
Right.
we've been friends for 8 years, and it'd be one little disagreement between us, and we fall out, and we never friends again.
Yeah.
And I used to be so mad because I did fall out with some people, y'all.
Mm,
And I ain't gonna even say fall out. I'm not gonna even say fall
I,
out. That's not the
I
right
was
word.
say it won't fall out because it want to
It's-
fall on both sides.
I
It
don't
was
know
a
what it was. It
it
was
want to
something.
fall. It was a
But
that
that
was a
situation alone, like, helped me realize that one, I don't set boundaries, and two, you gotta like setting boundaries is one of those things that I feel like affects makes or breaks a relationship or a friendship.
mm-hmm,
Because when people feel like they supposed to have a certain access to you, a
mm-hmm,
certain way, the way that they want to have access to you. And
mm-hmm.
when you wake up, maybe you wake up one day and be like, I don't want to talk on the phone today. Or maybe you wake up one day and be like,
Y'all,
maybe I don't want to share as much today.
let me just say this. I will say now, mm, not to be ooh, well, God nearly dropped my pen in my hand. Not to be like that person, but like, but
What you finna say? Not to be that person.
I mean, like, okay, we have both. We're both in sororities. Okay, y'all. So just we going this way. Very simple. Love my
Mm.
sister to death, but sometimes like you just don't. I don't know. I feel like that's when I kind of learned that everybody ain't my friend. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like that's one of those situations where I learned that everybody ain't for you. Everybody ain't, even though you do stuff in hopes that everything will happen. I think that's where it kind of like I always do that. Everybody wants your friend, but like that's where I felt like that.
Actually experiencing it is different.
It's
It's a
like
different
that.
type of
Everybody actually ain't your friend.
it's a different type of hurt because then
Girl,
I
where'd
be
you
like,
go?
wow, wow.
Where'd
Hello?
you go?
What?
You're not there anymore.
I'm here. I can see you. Yeah, we having
I
technical
can't see
difficulties.
you.
It's okay. I'm
It says
here.
D. It says D, and your little thingy is you have a Wi-Fi bar.
I can see you though. We here.
Okay.
Okay, y'all. We too much. Anyway, y'all. Um, I think yeah, like I said, setting boundaries is something that makes or breaks a relationship because sometimes people, but then like this is I also have to keep in mind people change. So the person that you
Yeah.
met when we like for example, I'm just gonna use us for example. When we met, well, we knew
Mm-hmm.
each other in high school kind of, but when we became friends, we were 18.
Mm-hmm.
Denny from 18 and Denny to 25 is two different Denny's. With that being said, Denny from 18 might have been the
Mm.
girl that talked on the phone
Oh,
all
girl, you
night.
back?
Hi. She might have been the girl that did certain things, but 25-year-old Denny,
Yeah. It's not that
mom
same
Denny,
person.
married Denny might have to switch things up. And that doesn't mean that we're less friends because I don't talk to you as much on the phone. That just means that I have stuff going on in my life. And I feel like people that truly know you, I saw something about this too. People
Mm-hmm.
that truly know you, know your habits, and know you. Like I'm also the person too. I can say people can't read minds. I understand that part.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And every, it's okay because sometimes you do need to communicate. That's something that I had to learn too because myself, because I didn't communicate certain things too. But also at the same time, if somebody is your best friend and super
Mm-hmm.
close to you, even if it's a family member that's really really close to you, when your friend or your family member start acting a little different,
You kind
and
of
you
know.
peep, you kind of like, now what's going on? That's like, I remember one time, y'all. I think Lauren. It was a week, and I hadn't heard from Lauren much at all. And usually, we're not the type of people that talk on the phone like all the time. We've been talking on the phone a lot more in the last year for some reason. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but we never used to talk on the phone like at all.
Girl,
Because I guess because we
mind you,
was in person so much.
yeah, we saw each other every day.
So when we was on breaks, we was not talking on the phone with each other. We was texting. But I remember, you remember, it was like 1 week, and I had not heard from you at all. And I was like, is she okay?
Girl, I was.
And I
Girl,
texted you, and I said, hey, girl, you all right? Cause that's
girl.
how we talk, y'all. You can be more, sentimental with your friends, but that's how me and her talk. We be like, girl, you all right?
Cause
So
girl.
I knew that as her friend, and I knew that I figured like either she's going through something right now, she's
Mm-hmm.
busy, or whatever the case may be. So I wasn't mad at her, and I didn't get mad. I didn't instantly just be like, I'm mad at her, because I know that she
Girl.
either something like, it's something up. So I'm like, okay, something up. And the type of person that I am, I'm not gonna intrude in people's,
Yeah, like a
I don't
personal.
want to say
It's just,
space, but
like
because I'm like, okay,
you don't want to come off as like being nosy at the same time. Like
nosy or like entitled
yeah, but like, oh, why
to
didn't you tell me?
knowing,
You should have told me. Like, I get what you're saying.
right,
Like, you don't want to be like, well, I talked to you this and the third. You can't tell me what's wrong.
right.
You know.
And that's like boundaries too. I feel like, and when we talk about boundaries, y'all, you have to set boundaries for your, like, for your own self. And
Mm-hmm.
when you're setting boundaries, though, every person is different, though. Some people, is they're just
Yeah.
not gonna do certain things, so you don't have to worry about that, them
Yeah.
crossing a certain boundary, but they might have another boundary. Like I
Mm-hmm.
I mentally set a boundary because, in one situation, because I used to talk on the phone a lot. That's something I did in college, like with all my
Girl,
friends. Like I still,
listen,
to this day, I still talk to my family like every single day, like my
listen.
mama. But even with, like my mama and them, sometimes like I talk on the phone a lot. I used to talk on the phone a lot, and when I was pregnant, and it's hard for people to understand what it's like being pregnant until they actually become pregnant or be
Mm-hmm.
around somebody that's pregnant. Lauren
Mm-hmm.
knows, because I would literally not talk to Lauren for like 3 weeks at a time sometimes,
Girl,
because
at the point we knew if you sent a TikTok, everything was all right.
I was alive, because I
Like,
was
oh my god.
so like sick my first trimester. Like I was so
Mm-hmm.
nauseous, like I could not get out of bed. It was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
survived because I'm a survivor. But
I'm a
at that point in
survivor.
time, I also feel like I was going through a physical
Mm-hmm.
pregnancy. I was going through a mental change because I'm becoming a
Mm-hmm.
mom. But I also feel like God wanted me to see the things that I saw while I was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Because I literally told this, it was like, when you go to your next phase in life,
Mm-hmm.
everybody can come with you. And God
Mm-hmm.
knew that He had to give me some proof. Show me, because I'm the type of person. If you my friend, I'm sticking with you, thick and
Yeah.
thin. I'm like that person. So like the Lord knows that He has to. It hurts me so much when I have to go through stuff like this. Though He has
Yeah.
to literally, like, it has to be something big to happen for me to leave, because I try to be the person that give everybody the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And sometimes I can be blinded by my love and my friendship for people, that I just kind of like put it back. But when I was pregnant and stuff, I did a lot of thinking, and I was physically, I was going through a lot. Like I told y'all, I would not talk to Lauren for weeks at a
Mm-hmm.
time. And every time she would call me, sometimes I would answer, sometimes I wouldn't answer. But when I answered, what was I doing? Laying my tail in the bed.
Yeah, one day you said, yeah, I just been laying here all day.
I
I
could
said,
not move. Like, it was crazy. And I never threw up. And that was, sorry, y'all. Trigger warning if y'all not like throw up people. But I never threw up or nothing. So, like, it was, it was worse because have y'all ever been nauseous or feel like you're gonna throw up, but you can't? That's the worst. That's the worst feeling. But what I'm trying to say is, when I was
I'm sorry. I
pregnant,
had to sneeze and I didn't want to sneeze. Okay.
I'm weak. I'm weak.
Woo, it was bad. It would happen
Not you
twice.
being courteous.
I just
That's
wouldn't be like,
courteous.
ah! Because I sneeze loud. I sneeze loud
You
and
do.
I just didn't. Thank you.
You do. You do.
Yeah.
But
I didn't want nobody get scared.
I I just was going through a lot, and like I just wasn't really chatting with people. And then to be honest, then another thing is I was not telling anybody that I was pregnant.
Mm-hmm. She was trying to do the
No,
whole entire Kendall Jenner.
nobody knew. Like I didn't announce that I was pregnant. I found out I was pregnant in August. I did not announce my pregnancy until November. So that whole entire time, I made that conscious decision for myself because
Mm-hmm.
I tend to sometimes have people around me that are very opinionated, and I like when
Mm-hmm.
people tell me the truth and want to give me their take and opinion, but at that time
Mm-hmm.
that's not what I needed. So I made the conscious decision to keep my pregnancy a secret, and I did that for my own personal reasons, for my
Mm-hmm.
own mental reasons,
Mm-hmm.
and for that's just a decision that
You chose to
I
make.
decided to make. And I felt was right because I was sick. I was just sick, and I just also, y'all, when you're pregnant, it comes with a different level of anxiety. So the whole
Mm-hmm.
time I'm thinking about the fact that I could miscarry this baby, and
Mm-hmm.
having to deal with that after I didn't just told people, and I just couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I made the conscious decision to not tell anybody I was pregnant, and it was nothing against anyone personally. And Lauren
Mm-hmm.
knew, but she didn't. She knew, but I wasn't like Lauren did not know the whole details of my first trimester because she knew I just mentally I wasn't there. I couldn't talk to nobody about nothing. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to look at people. I didn't even eat. I lost so much weight. And if
You
y'all know
said I
me,
want
I
to look
love
at
to
people.
eat.
Goodbye.
I love to eat.
You said I don't want to talk
So
to nobody.
one after that was probably I would say me keeping my pregnancy to myself for as long as I did. Um, for my own mental
Mm-hmm.
reasons. Like, and what I mean to myself, I have family members that did not know that I was pregnant.
Girl, I remember that people, y'all. Okay, I'll tell you, it was to the point to where Diddy posted on Facebook, and everybody was like, "She's pregnant? Oh my gosh!" And then like you
Yeah,
posted, you posted that you had the baby, and everybody was like, "You're pregnant?
yeah, I did
What?"
that. Like, I announced that I was pregnant, and then I did not post. I didn't even
You
post nothing
didn't.
about my baby
You didn't post.
shower.
You didn't post. Well, you posted. Okay, so she posted she was pregnant.
Yeah,
Waited. Posted pregnancy pictures. Waited.
yep.
Then I think after we had the baby shower, you posted about the baby shower.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
You did, or did your grandma?
No, nope,
Nobody
nobody.
did.
No,
Oh,
I was strict.
okay.
I was strict with my family. I said,
You did them 2
don't
things,
post.
and
When
then
Ducey was
y'all.
a month old,
Yes, he was a month old. You posted because I got a little picture, and
I
then
posted when
wait,
he was 6 months
yeah, when he was 6 months, and then his
and his
birthday.
birthday.
People have seen him 5 times. 5.
But like that's just something like I felt as a person, as a mom, that's
Mm-hmm.
something that I wanted to do and like for my
Mm-hmm.
own sanity and like I just wanted to
Yeah.
enjoy my pregnancy but alone in
Well,
solitude
yeah, that
with
makes
my
sense.
husband by my lonesome. Like my family did not know. Like and I'm so proud of my grandmas for keeping it. Now the only reason why my mama know is because my mama will be looking at me like, "You pregnant? You're pregnant. You're pregnant." Now that I'm not pregnant no more, I still get them. You pregnant?
Girl, I thought it was
You
funny. I was
pregnant?
thinking about it before I took my nap today. I was thinking about I was thinking about how you told me. I was just like, that was weird.
Yeah, and I didn't even. And then the thing
Y'all,
is, I didn't even tell Lauren when I found out. Like the
girl,
day that I found out, I didn't tell anybody. I
no,
did
it
tell my
was
mama because I couldn't keep it to myself. I had to tell my mama now, because I talked to my mama entirely too much for me to keep my pregnancy from her. And when I mean I got sick immediately, that's how it happened.
It was just the fact that y'all, the way she told me was I'm sorry, I couldn't think of it. It was just awkward. It was the only way I feel like.
I'd be
Do you
like,
remember what year you did it?
no.
You don't remember?
No, my whole
You
pregnancy
were
is a
like,
blur.
okay. So we were on
Did I
the
send you
phone.
the
You were like,
onesie?
no. Girl, let me tell you what
Oh.
you did. Let me tell you what you did. So you called me and you were like, hey. And you were like, oh, wait, hold on. I got to send you something. Hold on. I'll call you back. And I was like, okay. And in my head, I said, she probably pregnant. I was like, and you sent me the pregnancy test. I said, girl. I text you back. I said, girl. And then I called you. You were like, yeah. So I'm pregnant.
So I'm pregnant.
Like, so I'm
And like
pregnant.
also like
And like, y'all,
but
I had a
see
back.
that was one of those my pregnancy is probably I would say the first boundary that I can really say that I set
Mm-hmm.
because my
Mm-hmm.
pregnancy wasn't on display on the internet and to
Yeah.
my people because I wanted it that way for a reason. For my own mental health and people even people that know me, like I had close family members that did not know. I had people that were close to me that didn't know, but it was like the Lord was telling me to keep it to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like now that I think about it, because I was going back and I told you I was going back and forth on when I wanted to announce, if I wanted to tell certain people like how I felt, and it's like I just couldn't for my mental health. Like I had to keep it, and I didn't want many people to know. Like I said, literally, I think maybe 5 people knew,
Mm-hmm.
and that's only
Yeah.
people that I'm like constantly talking to the point where if I start acting different, they're gonna notice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of one of the first boundaries that I set for myself. But even though I've been through a couple of situations in the past couple of years with friends and stuff, I do now know certain boundaries that I'm gonna take into new relationships, new friendships, and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Y'all,
Girl, I'm sorry.
please set boundaries for
I went
yourself.
back and I'm trying to find that picture so I can show it to you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so mad because I can't find it. It's like your phone will show will be shown messages when finished indexing. I want to see more because girl, it only
Oh
pops
my
up
gosh.
everything we talked about in the past. The last thing it shows was from April. Great day.
So do you think? Well, okay. What I ask this? What are some boundaries that you have with your friendships and your like with your family or like going into new relationships with people? What is a boundary? What are some boundaries that you set?
I feel like I have the whole entire. I had to be comfortable at any point, like of talking to anybody about stuff. I have
Mm.
to feel that I'm heard. And if I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not heard, or if I feel like I'm being talked over, I'm just kind of like, okay, go ahead into
Mm.
that. Like that's where I kind of peace out at.
Do you think you have a good? Do you think you do good at communicating your boundaries though?
Um,
Because I don't think I do.
I feel like girl. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm one of those people that like you could probably tell by my face. I'm not gonna give you that much information. Okay, I have a very tell all type face. I'm gonna tell you how I'm feeling on my face,
That is very true.
and
I be getting
you
on you
gon' yeah,
for
you
that.
gonna know how I feel about how my face says it. So it's kind of like no, you ain't gonna. We ain't talking about
I
that.
I think one of my boundaries that I've set, um, to a certain extent, I guess I don't really talk to anybody that much, so it wouldn't affect it. But like I have a boundary now to where like after a certain point in the day, I don't talk on the phone no more.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like me and you talking now. When we doing the podcast or podcast business, we talk as long as we need to. But like on a daily basis, like at a certain point of the day and night that I dedicate to
Mm-hmm.
my family, and I don't talk on the phone no more.
Mm-hmm.
Now some days, if it's some tea or if it's something important, obviously I'll talk after those hours. But
Mm-hmm.
you don't even notice it. Like it's not like a huge thing to where like I'm like at 8 o'clock. I ain't talking to nobody. it's the way I just wrap up my conversations, and I'm like, okay, I'm sitting out this time for the rest of the night to spend with my family, because talking to people on the phone all the time and like giving people so much of my time that I don't have none left for myself, and like, you know, for my family is something I did before that I don't want to do no more, because all it did was make me stressed out and make me feel it made me feel obligated that I have to answer the phone every time somebody call me. And I'm still working on that, because I still talk to my family a lot. But that I've been talking to my mama every day like since I was born.
Girl, no,
Literally.
I hate talking on the phone to people, first of all.
But like, see, even with I can use us as an example, because it's us. I think that we have boundaries in our friendship, but our boundaries are unspoken, because I think we've been friends long enough to know each other. And like to know, like, there's just certain, just certain things that we just won't do. With like, we just won't do. Like, I know that you don't like hugs, so I don't force you to hug me. But now sometimes I do. You do have to hug me, because it's important to hug your friends, and I don't see you as often as I used to. But I know that's something that you don't like.
I can't. Somebody was telling me it was because what was it? What did somebody try to say? And I was like, that's kind of rude. Once again, what was it? He was like, you're just not good. It was my coworker girl. Remember something? He was like, you're just not good at expressing yourself. And I'm like, I just don't like hugging people.
Right.
Just because, if you know me, I don't like germs.
You just don't like hugging people. Like, you just not like, you're not that person. Now, I don't really necessarily like to hug people necessarily. Like, I don't like, but like, I'm kind of affectionate. I'm not like overly affectionate, so I just be like, hey, like, I hug my daddy all the time. But like, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know that is one of your things that you don't like, and that's a boundary you have. Like, I'm just not gonna be hugging you every time I see you, because I know that you don't like that.
Girl, and like, thing is, the kids in my school, like, they even know that. They're like, Miss Mosley, you don't like giving hugs. I'm like, you're right, because germs. Okay, germs.
Great.
That's how I am. And they're like, oh, and they literally they're still like trying. I'm like, this is awkward. I'm sorry. I just think hugs are awkward. I really do. I just don't like
It's
germ
funny though.
But
I just think
awkward. Like, it's different. It'll be different, but like, you will never see me just being like, girl, come here.
Bring it in.
Bring it in. Come on. You will never.
No, not
okay,
at all.
never.
I don't press the issue with her. Like, we joke about it, but like, I don't be just hugging Lauren. Now, it'd be funny when I do hug her sometimes, but I only hug her for sentimental reasons. I don't just be hugging her just because.
We take pictures together. We
be like, we're the most awkward people.
We look so uncomfortable. We're just like
on the planet.
We're like,
I can't. We need to get together.
We look like we have never met each other before.
Right, like, we don't even know who each other are. For sure. But
like,
I will say,
like, y'all,
she's like, get together.
My sister was like, slide. Like, we are literally like this. Like, nobody. We got no cute poses. We don't have no cute poses. We are literally just
nothing. Y'all, I'm trying to convince Lauren to do a photo shoot for the podcast, y'all. But we got a goal in mind what we're trying to reach before we can do that. So she said if we meet that goal, she was gonna do it. I don't even remember what the goal was.
Girl, me neither.
But we're gonna do it, y'all. But I would say also too, another boundary that we have in our friendship that I don't think like I said, y'all, ours is kind of unspoken boundaries. Like, you respect me, and you know there's certain things that I'm not gonna do. So I don't like to like. I'm not the go out type of girl. Never been.
Never have.
I did a little bit of the parties when I was in college the last 2 years, but not that much. I went. And now, did I have fun?
She attended. She was in
I was
attendance.
there. I was in.
Um,
I like to go places for the vibes,
me
but
on the other
what
hand,
she likes to go, and she knows that like it's certain places. She don't even tell me that you want to go here, you want to go there, because she know I'm not gonna go. Like she
mhm,
know that's just not me. Like I have a boundary and I have a certain thing that like
mhm.
you know I'm
No,
not the friend that's gonna go to the club.
I would say this. Okay, played in Denny's bachelorette party. It really made me realize, even though you didn't have one, it really made me realize that them people didn't know you. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, she doesn't want that. Like, y'all, she would not like that. No, I think that's a little bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, what do you?
See,
I said,
that comes with knowing your friends and knowing what my personal boundaries are. Because if anybody that knows me, I'm not gonna do stuff that I don't want to do, and you're not gonna push me to do stuff. Now, there are certain things you can maybe encourage me to try, but it cannot be
mm,
off the wall and oblivious. Like I'm firm in who I am. Like I don't drink, y'all. So never have been. Now I did tell them I do want to try some wine slushies
mm,
at this place I saw,
mm,
but like I'm not the person that's gonna be just drinking. And I've whole time through college, been that way. But Lauren knows that. That
mhm,
she might be like, girl, you should try this. And I'm like, girl, I don't know. But she knows that that's one of my boundaries. Like, she's not going to pressure me into drinking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mhm,
you know me. That's why I said our boundaries are like unspoken, but like we know each other to know. And,
mhm,
like, even another boundary too that I think we have that's unspoken. Like, you know me to the point that like, I need my me time and I need my time to myself.
mhm,
I get overwhelmed. We both, like today. I give y'all an example today, and we're gonna get up out of here, y'all, because we can talk about this all day.
mhm.
I knew that you needed a nap and you were sleepy. Now, could I have kept talking on that phone to you? I coulda, but I
Girl,
said, let me let her go. I know this is her. She gotta have her nap. I know her. Like,
I
boo.
look.
Let
Got
me
home
let
like
her. Like, that's
3:30.
her thing. She wanna sleep. Even
I
though
was knocked out.
I hate taking naps.
I love a nap.
I'm not a nap girl like my whole life, but I know that is something that my friend does,
Love
and
a
that's
nap.
something that she needs to do so she can be
That's
okay.
because let me tell y'all, these past couple weeks.
Listen, so like I know that boundary about her, but see, some boundaries aren't like you think about boundaries. You think about like you can't freaking I don't know, you can't come in my house or you can't be something like people have all sorts of
Mhm,
boundaries, but I feel like boundaries are important no
essential.
matter how big or how small they are,
Mhm,
because
mhm,
that is something that like makes feuds not happen, makes arguments not happen to a certain extent. Because if
mhm,
you know your friend and you know that that's one of her something is her boundary, something is one of her triggers, and you just
mhm,
do it anyway, you're not really her friend because you don't respect her boundary. Like I
mhm,
think we do a good job at respecting each other's boundaries. That's why we don't be having arguments about stuff because you know me, I know you. I know
mhm,
what your triggers are. I know things that you like. I know things that you don't like. And even though most of our boundaries and stuff are not spoken, I think
mhm,
we have spoken them
mhm,
at one point in time. So
mhm.
now I know there are certain things that you don't like. Like I wouldn't dare just be hugging you just for the heck of it. Because if I'm not even super affectionate, but if I was a super affectionate person, even though
Girl,
I'm like I love hugs,
girl, like my
I'm not
roommate.
gonna hug you.
Remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
She was
That's
too
a
much.
boundary.
That was too much. I think
Like,
that's kind of where I was like, all right, now I got to.
right.
Whew. But girl, tell these people that we gotta wrap it up because y'all. Once again, I gotta
Yes,
go back to sleep because it is nighttime.
it
Um,
is.
it's time to go
But
to bed.
before we get out of here, I'm gonna give
You
y'all
gotta.
the you
You
got this
got
girl
this.
for this week. But before we get to that, I just want to say set boundaries in all your relationships. Make sure that you express your boundaries, communicate your boundaries to the next or the party, the next whoever it is, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your friend, your uncle, your auntie, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. Make those clear to them. Okay. Talk to them about it. We don't know everything when it comes to setting boundaries. Like I said, I just started setting boundaries 1.5 years ago. But we have discovered setting boundaries is important. So do them. Okay. But y'all, we're gonna end off on a positive
Girl, did you not see me the
note.
whole entire time?
I did, and I was gonna keep going anyway, because I talk on my head. But you got this girl. What is it? Oh, every week we give y'all like some inspiration to kind of get through y'all's a week. And we just share like different songs and stuff like that. But this week I wanted to share with you guys something that like helps me when I'm down or when I need some encouragement. And that is listening. Lauren said it a couple weeks ago, listening to Sarah Jakes. But I wanted to tell you guys to go look at Sarah Jakes' You Got This Girl.
Yeah, that is a good one.
That was a really, really good one. It really just gives you the confidence that you need, especially when you're down and you just feel low and you just, you don't feel it. Like, that's a good one to listen to. I highly recommend it. Anything Sarah Jakes for me is a win, but that one is really good. Yeah. So just type in Sarah Jakes Roberts. Sarah Jakes Roberts. You Got This Girl, and it should be the first one that pops up. But yeah, y'all. I think that is all we have for today, y'all. Y'all, we've been doing this podcast thing. We took a little break, but now we're back. You got visual episodes. Tell us how y'all like these visual episodes, y'all, because it's a little awkward because I keep looking at myself and y'all.
Girl.
But yeah, this is y'all.
Girl, do your outro. Y'all, let me do this for her. Girl, you can.
I got it.
No, because you got it.
Thanks for watching the Now Girl. I can say that now.
Watch it. You can. Mm-hmm.
Watching and listening. So if you're watching us, you're probably watching us on YouTube. So hey, YouTube family. And if you're also watching this, you're probably on Spotify. So hey, Spotify family. But if you're listening to this, hey everybody else, y'all the OGs, y'all know. But
hey, everybody,
make sure you go to our Instagram. We always are posting stuff on there, so y'all can communicate with us. It's DownGirl19. If you go to the link in our bio on our Instagram, you can find out all the places that you can listen to the podcast and see the podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on whatever platform you're on. Make sure you share the podcast with your friends, because y'all share the podcast with y'all's friends. They listen to us. We be motivated to make more episodes, and we can grow our little community over here.
Right.
So, yeah, leave us a review. Also, we want to hear y'all's take. Make sure you comment on our stuff. Comment on our YouTube channel if you're watching us. Subscribe to that. All that is on our Instagram, NowGirl19. So yeah, that's all we got, y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.